Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will basically show you a new tool that I developed inside my free media tools website. So this tool is called as Instagram user information app. So I developed it using Instagram Graph API, which is the official API of Instagram. So you don't need to basically use the API key. I basically developed a Python script which will automatically communicate to Instagram Graph API, and it will fetch the user profile details. So let's suppose if you go to Instagram, any Instagram website you go to, and let's suppose you enter the username. Let's suppose I enter the username. So this information that you see right here in the profile page, guys, if you go to a particular username, and now if you want to fetch this information, the username, profile picture, number of posts, followers, following, in a table like structure, you can go to my link here. This is a tool that I deployed here on my free media tools website. The link is given in the description. You here need to give the username, Instagram username, click generate profile info. It will take some time, and after that it will display the information in the table like structure. You will see full name, username, followers, following, and profile picture is a hyperlink. If you click it, you will be seeing the profile picture of the person. Biography, it doesn't have any sort of biography, that's why it is empty. Number of post 2020, 213. Verified account is true, and the account URL, if you click it, you will be redirected to the account. So in this way, guys, you can basically write any username. Let's suppose I write any just random username. You can now see again the same thing, and this time verified account false. If you redirect it, you will see that this account is not verified because a tick is not there. That's why zero post, zero post. You will see that. So we will try to make this application from scratch, guys, in Node.js and Express. We will use the Instagram Graph API, and for that you don't need to have the API key. That's the specialty of this tutorial, guys. I will give you a Python script, all the source code. For you can just purchase the full source code from stripe.com basically, and after that you will get your full source code. You will get this tool like structure. You can even deploy this tool on your own website to earn a lot of money using AdSense as well. So many websites are not providing this info. We will provide all such information. You can see that. So it becomes very much easy, guys, to find out people on Instagram. You just need to provide their username, and then you will get all the information, the followers, following, profile picture, all that stuff. So we will basically try to make this application from scratch. So if you need the full source code, you can go to the description of this video. After you purchase the full source code from stripe.com, you will get this Python script. It contains 2000 lines of code. So you just need to basically deploy this code on your own hosting plan, and you will be able to deploy this tool. So we will now be starting this application, guys. So first of all, we will write our index.js code. So what I will do is that I will simply write from scratch. So here, first of all, you need these modules. So just initialize npm init -y. So this will create the package.json file. After that, you need to install express module, EJS, and also that's also. These are the two dependencies we need to install, guys, for our application. So I've already done that. So I will start this application using NodeMon. So first of all, guys, we will start our Express app. We will create a new app, Express app, and then we will also be requiring execute method, which is useful for basically making command line programmatically in Node.js. So we will use this execute method to execute commands. And now we will basically have some middleware, guys. So whenever you are working with the middleware, you need to provide URL encoded, extended false, and also express to JSON. So these two lines of code is very much required, guys, whenever you are taking data from an HTML form. That's why we need to now start this server. So we will say app.listen. We will listen on port 5000, and then we will say that your server is listening on port 5000. And after that, guys, we will make a get request to the home route, and after that we will load response.render and index. So this template engine we need to set, guys, app.set view engine, which is embedded JavaScript template. We will also be having two more things. First is the profile, which is by default will be undefined and also error as well. So we are basically passing this information in an object. First object is profile. The second property is error, second object. So basically this, if you see, guys, basically we are including the CDN for jQuery. Here jQuery is not required, simply eliminate that. And we do require basically bootstrap, guys, so we do require the bootstrap. And after that we will basically write our application. So what I will do is that I will simply delete all this source. So now we will use the container class of bootstrap, and we will give it a heading, Instagram user info finder. So if you just write like this, guys, if you just refresh it, go to localhost 5000, you will see Instagram user info finder. So now we do need to require a simple form where we will a form here. Action will go to here get Instagram info. So here the method here will be post, guys. Encoding type will be multi-part form data, and inside this we will have a form group class of bootstrap. Form group class of bootstrap, and here you will be giving a label to it of uh, username. So here the user will enter the username, Instagram username. So then we will have input, and it will be having form control class of bootstrap. And here we will be giving it is required, and after that we will give it a name attribute of here name attribute is required, guys. We will use it in the server side username. That's all. So after that we will have a button of type submit, and here we will say that get profile info, and we will be giving a bootstrap class of btn danger. So if you just refresh now, we will have a interface out there and a button as well. So now we need to require basically write this post request whenever we submit our username. We do need to require. So we will basically write a post request get Instagram info, and request response. And now basically we will get the username, guys, which the user has entered. So we can say request.body.username. So then we can console log the username. So whatever username that you submit, guys, and let me submit this username, you will see in the console, you will get this undefined. Let me see, guys, what is the problem. You are getting undefined here. Uh, extended to false, express JSON. Uh, get Instagram info, console log request.body.username. So this needs to be the same name attribute. Let me try it once again, guys. Let me restart this server. Sometimes error can take place. Again, it is saying undefined. So what I will say is, guys, I will simply copy this code. Uh, I think there is some kind of typing mistake that I done. So we'll simply copy this code here, paste it, and eliminate this much. So if you just refresh now, uh, click on that, and if you see now you can see that the geeky Gautam is there. So whatever that you type right here, it is now receiving inside this. You will see that. So there was just a typing mistake. So you can purchase the full source code, guys. So now we will make this post request. After we get this username, we will basically use the Instagram graph API. We will call this Python script that I made, guys, which is present inside the root directory, so which contains the actual code which communicates to the Instagram graph API. For that, you don't need the any sort of API key. There is no kind of restriction. You can call this API unlimited number of time and it should work. And after that, we will basically put the path of the Python script. So this Python script is called as instaprofile.py. You can call this anything. It is present in the root directory, so we can pass the path. Now we will use the execute method, guys, and here you should have Python installed. So we are using Python, and then we are calling this Python script, and we are passing the username as well to this Python script. So if you see, guys, basically if I run this Python script right here in the console, we provide Python insta profile .py, and then I provide the username. So it will take some time and it will basically emit out all this information: full name, username, followers, following, profile picture, biography, number of posts, verified account, account URL. So after doing this, we just need to have error will be there if any sort of error take place, or standard output and standard error. And you will say that if any sort of error take place, we just need to console log it just right here. And if no error take place, then we simply need to uh, render this information. So what we can say, so as this information is present in the console, we need to first of all trim out all the spaces, and now we need to create an object profile data. Because that was string, we need to convert string to an object. For that, we will simply run a simple for loop. So we will say that output split. So this output that you receive, guys, basically it's a string here. It's not an object. We need to now split into multiple lines. We will use this bracket, which is new line character. For every new line, we will basically use a for each loop here. For each line, we need to, if you see right here, for each line of we need to construct a key value pair. So key value, and then we will say line dot split like this, and colon like this, and then we will say profile data key is equal to value. That's so this is the actual thing, guys. If you see the response that we received in the, this is followed by colon here. If you see the response which is receiving right here, colon. So we now need to, we are just splitting it such that we are constructing an object. After you do that, if you see your object profile data, so your object will be constructed out. So again, if you refresh your application, guys, if you just say, and now if I say the username, if you now check your console, basically, guys, if you see now, this object will be constructed, and now it has these properties: full name, username, followers, following, biography, like this. So after doing this, guys, what we need to do, just copy this, paste it, get it. Just format this document. So now after we does this, we need to re-render this template EJS. We now say response.render index, and now we will be passing this profile data object to the EJS template, dynamic template, error will be also undefined or nothing. So that's all guys in the server side code. Now we need to go to our EJS right here in the, after we get the form, basically we will have a bootstrap table. We will have these classes and we will have these table headings, which is full name, username, and then we will have followers, then we will have following, all such information. Then we will have a profile picture, then we will have biography, then we will have number of posts, and then we have verified account, and then we have account URL. That's all. So after this guys, uh, we will have a table body tag, and inside this, for each we will dynamically put the variables profile full name, as this is an array of object. So like this. So we will simply copy this and let me change this to username, followers. So if you just see guys if it is working or not, let me check. So it is saying cannot read properties of undefined reading full name. Let me see guys what is the problem. Uh, Insta profile index. I think once again I done something wrong. So what I will do guys, I don't want to waste your time, so I will simply copy this code here, just paste it here. So if any sort of error is there, it will be resolved. So if you now refresh your browser guys, just need to refresh this. Cannot read properties of undefined reading full name. Uh, okay, let me just copy this whole code here and paste it in this one. So this is actual code. So now everything will be fine. If you refresh, now you can see that. So if I see, just refresh guys, and you will see all this information will be there. If you put something any username that you put guys, after that it will say, if there is no username, then it will return out the error, an error occurred, like this. So you need to enter a valid username for this to work. So you can see that. So these are the properties guys: full name, username, followers, following. And for the image we are using this anchor tag, and it basically contains this profile picture. And then we have biography, number of posts, verified account. Lastly we also have this account URL, like this. Profile picture is this URL that you can see. You can also download this on your own computer as well. The image is downloaded, you will see that. So it's a really awesome application guys. You can see the live demo if you, before you want to purchase the source code. You can go to my website, you can just see the live preview of this tool. If you are interested, then you can pay and also deploy the same tool by purchasing the source code. There is no such limitation. it works with the Instagram Graph API, but I made this Python script in such a way that there is no such API key restrictions. You don't need to put any sort of API key. Unlimited number of times you can call this. And I will also be making some more tutorials on this, on how to basically use bulk search as well to download media as well. This is a script I'm giving in stripe.com. So thank you very much guys if you like this tutorial, and please hit that like button, subscribe the channel, and I will be seeing you in the next video.